Hi everyone, in this occasion we're gonna continue with the story that I am doing with you. Let's try to see if I can make it without the AJS library. Let's see how to show data from Mongos in HTML without AJS. Let's see. See, this is solo learn. This is in Spanish. Well, they usually are in Spanish, but they have also English things here. Here it says, however, sorry, but I don't think I could help further you go since to send JSON Ajax response. Okay, let's see. Here we have body parser, and we have a collection, document, one document inserted, okay? Um, remember that. Okay, let's see. Let's look for a TD on each row. Here it has like a way of making it, and it is like only add a layer. Okay, what I am going to do is just to receive the JSON and iterate over it. Let's try to do it. That's what is saying in there. I took a course of reading of fast reading for those who are asking how do I know what I'm saying. What I'm going to do is just to comment this, and I'm going to put here um, a console log, okay? Script, script, and here I will receive the data. Console log, resources. I think that is called like that. Being honest, I change it to tasks, tasks, and that's it. Let's now see the project running and go to the to the page again. Let's see, connected. We go to the home. And here it is blank because I put it on comments. But if I go to the developer tools, in here it should show the I mean the data that is coming from the data. For in this case, it says task is not defined. So in this case, apparently this task that I have here is not bringing anything. That is one possibility. Okay, I'm not saying that it's just like that. Console works in browser, but how did you receive the array from there? Um, we have to make a send. Okay, rest.send. Let's make the rest.send, and here it says rest.send file, and in here I send tasks, found tasks. And let's change that to I don't know, maybe just title, okay? Let's check if here I can see the title. Title. Let's see. I will update now here. Let's see now what it will say. Let's update here. Title is not defined. Okay, that's perfect. What I'm going to do is just to look further for a little while. But if I don't find the answer, I will use AJS, which is a way of loading the data faster. But as I said before, this is possible without AJS because I have done it before. Let's see. I just MongoDB data in a script tag. Okay, let's see. Okay, here is the that they are doing it with AJS, and they want to know if it is possible without the AJS with a stringify, which is possible with plain JavaScript. Being honest, I have done it before. And let's see if I can find it. Just this display um, send file data into HTML from JS file in Node.js. This is kind of a complicated question, but it is. Remember that this is our last try. How to render plain text of HTML in Node.js? No. Serving an HTML file in an Express.js. Um, display send file data from MongoDB. Okay, let's see this one. Here it says that, let me see, body parser, Mongo client, express path. And here it has a post, login, it gets the connection and sends the document. Get Mongo client, collection customers to arrive. Look, this is the function that we're missing. Find to arrive. And after that, we send that as an array. Let's do it. Um, let's see something how he receives the data. He is not showing it here, but we will suppose that it's just an array that we will get. Okay? So let's go to here to the index, and in here the find send file the task. Let's see. Here in the find, I will put to array and return the object. There is something that I am missing, and is that this db close is not necessary, and also you see this thing here says result. I want it to be on a specific place. I mean, I want to return that object. And for me to do it, local object, let's see, object result. What it is using is something that is kind of primitive. This is something from JavaScript that is advanced, and it is creating a variable that is going to contain an object, and that variable is like pre-declared, and after that we save in there the object. But what we have to do then is just to return this app locals object here. Also, being honest, just returning the items is the same thing. But the sad part here is that I am not sure that if it is going to save once, I mean one time, the object, or if it is going to make a cycling just with an error, cycling and not ending. Let's run it and see. But I am not very confident. I don't feel very confident with it. Okay, let's update here. And here it says tax model that to array is not a function. Yeah, I was thinking that it may be not actually possible. And the thing is that it is not possible because this is on the find, right? But it is on the model. And in here it is on the collection. That's why it is different. Um, so this time it doesn't count. Let's use AJS. Let's not complicate our life and let's use AJS. I am just going to erase all those. Oh, let me just go backward. Control C and let's use AJS. Okay. CD. npm e AJS. And let's save it. I don't actually. I have to review why it's good to put the flag of save, but as it is a good practice, I used to do it. There we have it. After we have the AAS, this, as you believe it or no, this should work almost alone. Let's see. Let's go here and let's erase this in here and go down here and uncomment this part. The AAS is just this, a template management for HTML and for Node.js. Node.js, HTML, and the control of data. It's like how to pass data from the server side to client side in Node.js. And as you can see here, we don't have like the AES, but it is because we haven't called it here, so we have to use it. Let's see, using AES into JS file to send HTML data. HTML to send data to HTML. Okay, let's see. Here is a tutorial. Let's open it, and this is how it is done. Um, okay, but yes, that's kind of what I wanted. But we have a problem, and the little problem is that well, actually this can work. Let's make it just like they say. We're gonna change this here to another name. It's going to be, instead of JS, it's going to be AJS. And believe it or not, it is just going to change the. Oh, sorry, it's not this one. This one is with the server. Okay, is this one HTML instead of HTML? It is going to be .ajas. It is like a way of writing HTML with JavaScript in a like with superpower or something like that. I'm just saying, don't take it too personal, please. Uh, let's um, let's update here because it does not find the file. And also, we have to change here the index HTML to index AJS. Okay, we can also leave it like that, like index, and I think that it finds it automatically, if I am not wrong. So let's go now and update here. Okay, you have to. It needs to have a. Oh no, maybe is that we have to go to the dears index. We can even see that here. Um, let's see what it is. On the JavaScript, you can see views, right? Views. And in views, the dir name index. Okay, I will use just tiers um, index, and the data is here. We can make this app set, and this is going to make possible that automatically all the files that we point to from the server side in this file go to the dir. Okay, we can even use it. Let's use it. Okay, let's put it on here, just like when we start making calls to the client side. And in here, I will change this to dirs. And this is going to be called, for example, it can be called views if we want. And in the part that is down here, it will understand that. Also, the engine is required that we um, set it, and it's good that we set it over here, close to the place that we also will set the the AJS. Let's see, require express ports. Okay, this is kind of the way of the require of AJS. Why do we don't need to require the AJS? Because AJS is on the HTML file itself. It is not on the server side modules package. Let's say. I mean, it just works from the core side of the modules, and it identifies every file that has the AJS extension. And here we say views engine AJS. Something important is that view is exactly like saying the place where we will show the clients, but also we can change that, and in here we can call it dirs, the place where we have it saved, and use the views, which is what we're doing here. Okay, but if we're gonna put dirs here, is also um, necessary that we change this. I think if I am not wrong, to dirs. Let me see. Yes, this has to be theirs. You know why? Because this is kind of the local way of looking at it. And this is the place where it is actually located. I mean, this is like saying, hey, you have to look for the AJS file that I will tell you here. This one is going to be called index without the extension, but it is going to be located in this place, and also the location itself is this one. You know, it's like this is the specification, and this is the name of the specification, and that's why it's good that we leave it in the same name. After we have that, we are ready to go. Let's over here, node index.js, and here it says that the app set is, it is because we haven't made the app yet, it is down here. So let's make it here. Now it's possible. Okay, now let's go to the error that we had before. And now let's see what, well, let's see what it says. A stat, no short file of delivery stat on their index. A stat. I haven't called stat. What is that? Stat. Okay, apparently we have written something back. That is called typos between developers, you know. Typos. Typos is something that you wrote badly and you don't even know where you wrote it. But actually, I didn't wrote it. So let's there's let's look for the other file that I had before, and here I am going to look for something that I may be missing. I don't know what it is. Um, let's see how it renders. Look, here is a engine. Let's also put that. We are missing that, I think, if I am not wrong. The engine here, express, use body parser, blah 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 blah. Okay, here we have the engine, but we don't have it like very well specified. In this in this in this way is better because it's requiring the AJS exactly what I said before, that is kind of better, and also it's using the .html extension, and I like that more than the AJS extension, so we can call it like this. And now let's go to the save, and let's see our file again just to see what we could take again. This here is just as I said before, it can stay like that. What it is, I don't know. Um, it is here. Upset, you can see that it's views, path join. Here is the name, and I can change that to path join views. Let's change it, and in this case, it's theirs. And that's it. Now we have the express path to our public directory. Being honest, we don't need that by the moment because we are not using it. Set engine HTML, that is also necessary because Here, you don't know, but in here up there, we set the engine with the required. But here down there, we are setting the engine together with the views and saying that it's going to be HTML. And we can say, yes, that everything is okay until there. Let's just change this to, instead of this, you see here that says view, this. And also, up here, HTML, that's okay. Here is saying, here is specifying one thing. Here is specifying which kind of extension I want. And here down is specifying the direction of the engine that I want and also the location of the files that I have. And after we got all those things, I think that we are ready to go. Let's run it again and let's go to the website and update. And if we got the same error, being honest, I could save a lot of time just by changing the name of the engine files directory to views. I am kind of like always trying to I always like to challenge myself. I am like that. But as this is just okay, let's copy this. Let's see something. No, let's see express. We don't have the express here. Yes, we have express mongose.m. Being honest, I don't know what is the problem, but let's just copy this whole three lines. Let's copy these four lines, okay? And let's go down here and erase this one. And also erase the other one that is down here. We're gonna make one last one. I'm going to put on the body parser here this, and instead of views, I am going to change for this, and that's it. You can see here that it says express static. Maybe that's the error that we have. That we needed to specify the static directory, but in this case we don't even have that directory. That's why I say that it's not necessary and should not be necessary. The name of Jesus of Nazareth. Okay, cannot access app before. Okay, here we got that error, and that is because we have to make the app express call up there here, just like here. And cannot access path. Okay, we also have to make the path required up there, upper here. Let's go. Let's see. Everything is kind of running okay. And no such file or directory is stacked. Okay. Um, well, if it is just insisting so much, let's change this to views, and let's change this as it was to views again. And let's see something because there's something here that maybe I am missing. Views. Okay. No, I am not missing anything. So let's now run it again. There are certain limits in development that even you wanted to know everything, you just have to accept them. And that's why sometimes in web development you have to be like that. But it doesn't mean that you are an ignorant because of that. Other people think that it's because of the person that is developing. I will tell you one thing. It doesn't have anything for it. The person is just the person, okay? But let me see something. Here we found that the error is in one, okay? Let's just copy it and put it on Google. I haven't tried that before because for me that error has not much sense, but maybe it has happened to anyone else. So let's use it. Let's see it here. Path that join. Let's see something. Path that join. Their name, template, email view, template. Now this answer is kind of confusing because it doesn't specify what is the error. He is just saying that he solved it. But sometimes those solving, when they say, "Oh, I just solved it," they don't explain actually how they did it. Nurture file. No, I don't want to see YouTube videos. That. Okay, this one. Here says that we have to, no, let's see, npm install. There are people that are having the same problem, but they didn't get the solution. Change the browser and check if it is working fine or there is an error. This is not specific to Chrome and Windows, and then contact support with more details. Apparently, this error is not very common, and I was expecting that because the error is kind of not very well specified. But as you can see here, for example, it's missing one slash here. So let's go down to our project and let's look for, this is not the project, this is one. You can see home, for example, and here is get resources.html, home index dash html. Let's stay here. As you can see, the direction to get the document is working, but what is not working is the direction to the main directory, okay, where the index is, okay. So let's change that. It is because we were having here deers instead of views, and maybe that was the problem, okay. And that was it. Okay, but now we have another thing. Yes, as crazy as it is, the problem now is that it is not rendering the data. I mean, it's not showing me the files as I would like to, as an AJS. So let's change this to AJS and let's go to index, and in here I am going to put this to, or let's put it just like HTML, and let's see if now it works. Nope. We have to specify here index dash dot HTML. Okay. Apparently we need to, let's show the data on the console log just to see if it is actually working. Okay. Let's great. Let's start here. Let's see something. Task is not defined. That's the problem. The problem is that the data that we're getting from the database is actually not being um, neither sent or um, is not being found. Let's see. I want to make a debug here. Okay. As you can see, it gives me an empty array. That is interesting. It is giving me an empty array. It means that apparently it is connected to the database, it is accessing to certain place, but it's not giving me data from it. In the next video, I'm going to try to retrieve the data with you because I'm going to check right now what it is that is happening that is not giving me data. We have too much time with this, so see you in the next video.